Now, a group of 21 retired judges of the Supreme Court and High Court wrote to Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, on the escalating attempts by certain factions to undermine the judiciary through calculated pressure, misinformation and public disagreements. The letter read that the critics of a judiciary are motivated by narrow political interests and personal gains and are allegedly striving to erode public confidence in the judicial system. The letter comes amid a war of words between BJP and opposition parties over the action against some opposition leaders in alleged corruption cases. This comes weeks after over 600 lawyers in fact alleged that vested interest groups are trying to pressure the judiciary and wrote a letter to Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud. The previous letter stated that the group was employing pressure tactics to influence judicial outcomes, especially in cases involving political leaders and corruption charges. My colleague Ashish Sinha joins us on the broadcast to give us more details on this. Ashish, retired judges, in fact 21 of them, have now written to Chief Justice of India against attempts to undermine judiciary. What further details can you share with us?
Earlier, as we know, that the more than 600 advocates wrote letter to CJI Justice Chandrachud regarding that topic. Now, the former 21 judges, in which the 4 former Supreme Court judges and 17 High Court judges had wrote a letter to CJI Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, stressing on the need to safeguard judiciary from unwanted pressure. If you will go through the content of the letter, which has been written by the 21 former judges, they have said that these elements motivated by the narrow political interest and the person gains and striving to endure the public confidence in our judicial system. The letter further stated that these methods are the manifold and individuals with the clear attempt to slow the judicial process by costing apprehension on the integrity of our courts and the judges. So it remains to be seen that when the Supreme Court Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud is going to take cognizance on that letter, because as we know, earlier more than 600 advocates have also wrote a letter to CJI Justice D.Y. Chandrachud regarding that topic. So it remains to be seen. But yes, these 21 judges have written this letter and they have clearly stressing on the need to the safeguard of judicial from unwanted pressure.
All right, Ashish, in fact, you've of course given our viewers an understanding on the letter that was penned. But viewers, what I have over here on my screens is the letter that my colleague Ashish Sinha was in fact speaking about. Of course, it was dated, it was written on 14th April 2024. If I could request my PC, right, absolutely, there you have it, viewers. Written on 14th April 2024 to Honorable Chief Justice of India. Subject line over here says, need to safeguard judiciary from unwarranted pressures. Now, I'm going to quickly read out the 2-page letter that has been written by the 21 retired lawyers. We, a collective of retired judges from the High Court and the Supreme Court of India, take this moment to write to you, drawing upon our years of service and experiences within the judiciary to express our shared concerns regarding the escalating attempts by certain factions to undermine the judiciary through calculated pressure, misinformation and public disparagement. It has come to our notice that these elements, motivated by narrow political interests and personal gains, are striving to erode the public's confidence in our judicial system. Their methods are manifold and insidious, with clear attempts to sway judicial processes by casting aspersions on the integrity of our court and the judges. Of course, this is an excerpt of this 2-page letter that has been written. Such actions not only disrespect the sanctity of our judiciary, but also pose a direct challenge to the principles of fairness and impartiality that judges, as guardians of the law, have sworn to uphold. It further states that the strategy employed by these groups is deeply troubling, ranging from the propagation of baseless theories intended to malign the judiciary's reputation to engaging in overt and covert attempts to influence judicial outcomes to their favor. So, of course, this 2-page letter, of course, delving into the issue that these judges have been, in fact, facing and have, in fact, taken a note of. This behavior, we observe, is particularly pronounced in the cases and causes of social, economic and political significance, including the cases involving certain individuals wherein the lines between advocacy and maneuvering are blurred to the detriment of judicial independence. Of course, viewers, that was this is what, in fact, these judges have to say at this point of time. In fact, to give us more on this, joining us at this point of time is Advocate Vineet Jindal, Supreme Court lawyer. Sir, a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, what do you make of this letter that has been penned to the CJI, and especially, taking into consideration the fact that we have elections that are kick-starting in what, less than 4 days?
Yes, look, this concern has already been raised previously with the Supreme Court Chief Justice, and now this fresh letter has been sent to the Chief Justice. It is about how the people, the political people and some influential persons are trying to instigate or trying to scandalize trying to pressurize the Supreme Court in respect of by passing a judgment or anything. So the steps, the judgment which has been impacted them on other aspects, they are trying to take this kind of viewpoint before the public that this is bias kind of things, and that judges are very influential from the government, and this kind of government has been we have seen several persons have been giving statements, and some news portals are also been running this kind of news. So this is very relevant concern. And I think that is very important for the Chief Justice to take initiative or take action against this kind of statement and news portals who has been trying to scandalize persons, especially the political persons who have been influenced, giving the influence to this person and trying to push them for by giving statements against the judgment which is passed by CJI or the Supreme.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.